In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to fix filters not working in Airtable interfaces, so you can get your charts, blocks, and linked records updating properly every single time. Airtable is an incredibly powerful no-code tool, but when filters start misbehaving, especially inside the interface designer, it can feel like you're fighting the app instead of getting work done. If you find this helpful, please like and subscribe, and let's get started. The very first thing you need to check when filters aren't updating is whether you're dealing with a view-level filter or a global interface filter, because these two layers often clash without you realizing it. Inside your interface designer, you might have set a global page filter that should apply across multiple elements, but if an individual chart or a block has its own filter hard-coded into the element settings, that local filter can completely override the global one. The fix here is simple but easy to miss. Click on the specific chart or block, go into its element settings, and look for any filter that is applied at the element level. If you see one, you have two choices. Either remove it entirely and rely on the global page filter, or make sure the two filters are aligned and not conflicting. The same logic applies to inherited views. You see, when you pull a grid or a gallery into your interface, it's often tied to a specific view from your base, and that view might already have its own filters applied. To avoid confusion, set that element to show all records inside the interface designer, and then apply your filter directly within the interface element itself. That way you have one source of truth, and you're not wondering why your chart refuses to update when you toggle a global filter. Once you've ruled out view versus interface filter conflicts, the next step is to dig into the filter logic and syntax itself, because a single misplaced OR condition can make everything go haywire. Most beginners don't realize that Airtable uses standard Boolean logic, meaning AND requires every condition to be true, while OR only requires one condition to be true. If you have a filter that says show records where status equals active or owner equals John, then you're going to see all active records plus all of John's records, even if they aren't active. That can easily make it look like the filter is broken when it's actually working as instructed. So take a moment to step through each condition in your interface filter and ask yourself, do I want every single condition to be met, or just one of them? A good best practice is to group related OR conditions inside parentheses if the interface designer allows it, or simply keep your filter conditions as few and as intentional as possible. Another common pitfall involves empty values, especially with linked records. If you're filtering by a linked record field and suddenly it stops returning any results, check whether those linked records actually have data. A linked record that is blank, meaning the cell is empty, will cause the filter to essentially ignore that record or, depending on your logic, break the entire condition. Always verify that your source fields contain the values you expect. And if you suspect null values are the culprit, add a condition that explicitly excludes empty fields. Now, if your filters look correct but your interface still isn't behaving, the problem might not be in the filter at all. It could be your synced or linked data. A lot of Airtable bases rely on synced tables that pull information from another base, from a third-party app, or from a CSV upload. If those records haven't actually synced yet, or if they've been filtered out at the source, they simply won't appear in your interface no matter what filter you apply. So head to your source table and confirm that the records exist and match your criteria. While you're there, also check the syncing schedule. If you're using a manual sync or a once-daily sync, new data won't show up until the next refresh. Another sneaky issue related to linked data is the current user field in conditional visibility. If you have a button or a block that should only appear when a logged-in user matches a certain record, make sure your current user field is mapped correctly. That field usually works by matching the user's email address, so if the email in your table doesn't match the email your collaborator is logged in with, the condition will fail silently. Double-check that mapping in the interface element settings, and if you're testing as a different user, use the Preview as User feature to simulate their view. Finally, before you tear your hair out rebuilding filters, try the simplest fix of all, clearing your browser cache and refreshing your session. The Airtable web application stores a lot of state in your browser, and sometimes it gets stuck on an old cached version of your base, especially if you've made changes to filters, views, or interface elements. A hard refresh, that's Ctrl plus F5 on Windows, or Command plus Shift plus R on a Mac, forces the page to reload from scratch without using cached data. If that doesn't do the trick, log out of your Airtable account completely, close the browser tab, and log back in. I would also strongly recommend testing your base in an incognito or private browsing window, because that mode strips out extensions and stored cache automatically. If the filters work perfectly in incognito, you know the issue is local to your browser, and a full cache clear plus a browser restart should resolve it for good. To quickly recap, you've now learned how to troubleshoot and fix filters in Airtable interfaces by checking for conflicting view and global filters, verifying your filter logic and syntax, inspecting synced and linked data, and clearing browser cache when nothing else works. With this approach, you'll save yourself hours of frustration and keep your interfaces accurate and responsive. As a next step, I recommend going through your most complex interface and auditing each element's filter setup one by one. It's a great way to catch these issues before they cause problems. Thanks so much for sticking with me through this guide. If you run into any filter behavior I didn't cover here, drop a comment and I'll do my best to help. And if you found value in this video, please hit that like button and consider subscribing. It genuinely helps our channel grow and lets us keep creating content like this for you.